2014 graduate Jermaine Lumpkin. Give you a special trunk party so that we will set you straight and get you pretty much everything that you needed or would need in order to be successful in your first year of school and beyond. Everything that you see on the table was donated from teachers, your former, current administration. You had people who donated anonymously just because of Facebook posts. Ms. Boyd sent out a post on Facebook. We were able to raise some money for you. And people who don't even know you wouldn't be able to identify you just walking down the street. Also thought of your story and thought enough of you to give the things that you see here. I think this was your junior year. Did I have your junior year? No, was it sophomore? Sophomore year, I invited all of my students in my AVID class to come out for an event that my wife was putting on through work. The only student that showed up was Jermaine. Unbeknownst to me, Jermaine had walked from, where did you walk from?
The actual program?
Yes.
39th to 52.
So Jermaine walked from 55th all the way down to 39th in the lakefront just to be present to donate money for a good cause. That was just a testament to me of the type of young man that he was, because every other student in the class, you know, he was in there with Lachey and Isaac and all of them. But Jermaine was the only one that got up early on a Saturday morning where he did not have to be present. And he came in and donated his time, his money, and walked for a good cause. Jermaine actually beat me to the event by about 35, 45 minutes. So Jermaine was waiting on me, came out, walked, did a little jogging. He found out how out of shape I was, and we had a good time. At this time,
when he first joined the bowling team, averaging about 46 points a game. At the end of the season, he's averaging about 135, which is good. Always excited about going to practice, working out, trying to make his game better. I mean, it's just a lot. You know, I mean, got to forget. You like to sit with me? You know, I seen your struggles. I seen what you've been through. Talk to you. All I can tell you, dude, God got something for you. Yes, sir. He got something for you. I'm proud of you. And that's it.
Father in the future. And I'm just extremely proud of the journey that you've been on. I know it's going to be times where there have been times where you felt like you were all alone or didn't have anybody in your corner. But I want you to take a look around inside this room. Every person in this room has got your back. Every single one of us. We organized this. Let's get a round of applause for Steve Brown, who took him down the organization. Took Jermaine down for orientation yesterday, I believe, and got his full class schedule, got his housing assignments. He's going to be rooming with Brown's son. And he's got 17 credit hours his first semester, so pray for him. But we know that you're going to be ready. We know that you're going to do great, because we've seen nothing but greatness from you, and nothing but greatness lies ahead. We also opened up a savings account for him at Bank of America about 2 or 3 hours ago. So anybody that has put it on their heart to make a donation or a contribution while Jermaine is down at school, I can give you the account information so that we can transfer funds, so that we can help him out, get him flagged, get him fresh for homecoming, all those types of things. Give him a little bit of money so he can come home for the holidays, things of that nature. I don't know about this Brown, but you are welcome to attend Thanksgiving dinner with the family, Christmas, whatever you want to come home for. My address is always open. And then Brown and myself will be taking him down to move him in on August 21st. 19.
We'll have a late round.
On the 19th.
So you know the authorities don't
Testing. 1, 2. But we'll be taking them down to school on the 19th, moving them in, getting them set, and then we're going to be fighting back tears again because to this Brown, you're a son. To me, you're the younger brother I never had.
So, I'm not going to say a lot, and I'm not going to cry. Maybe. But I did want to say this. What I've learned about you this year, I haven't had the privilege of knowing you as long as some other people, but what I've learned about you this year is that you, unlike a lot of other people your age, have a very strong sense of knowing how to find your resources. That is a very important thing. And I think that we're giving words of wisdom that is something that you hold on to. You have a room full of resources. You're going on a college campus with lots of resources, and you are not quiet about what you need. So keep doing that. Anything you need, speak up. Find your resources, take advantage of them, because you have people who have your back, who love you and support you, and all you have to do is open your mouth. Okay?
Guys, but I just want to remind you, so I don't have anything new to give you, because I think you are well prepared. I love everything about you. I love how diligent you are. I love how hard you try at everything. Lumpkin would come in at 6 a.m. to help me with whatever I asked. So, Lumpkin, I just feel that there's so many great things out there for you to experience, and I want you to continue to be who you are. Try about everything, okay, as long as it's not dangerous. And just be you. There's so much waiting for you, and I personally can't wait until I hear everything that you do. Okay?
With Jermaine, myself, since 4th grade. Third. We've been on a hell of a journey, right? Yeah. God, don't put more on your plate than you can handle. You talk about that all the time. And I'm not going to be around. So, yeah.
Real man crabby thing.
I guess we've gone through so much, and as we were getting closer, last year Jermaine said to me, where are we going to college? Because we've gone elementary and high school, so this is where you fly, baby. And I think you've been equipped with the tools to be successful. And I just want to say I love you to death, and you know where I am who you need. And you got the number? Use it, okay?
And reaping. Right now, he's reaping the benefit of what he's sown all his life. The hard work, the dedication, the diligence, the fighting against all the odds that was put before him. He's reaping those benefits. And again, like it was so beautifully brought out earlier, now as a staff, we're giving back because of what he gave us. But again, I have a history with all those are my guys, and I had nicknamed every last one of those guys. Like Tank, that came from when I nicknamed those guys. But Lump, he's always been solo. You know, a lot of kids get caught up because they're following other people. They get caught up with cliques, and they get sent off by other people. But for some odd reason, he always stood alone, but yet still he was with the guys. I remember one time in my classroom, I would have to keep my class because they would be so loud. I had all boys. And around lunchtime, I would always make them stay and wait. You guys are not going to lunch until you behave yourself. And Lump went crazy. Now, keep in mind, it wasn't because his stomach was growling, because he wanted to eat. He just hated being late. He hated the fact that y'all need to get it together, and we need to get to lunch on time. And from that point, I noticed that, man, everybody got to be on their business when dealing with Lump. Even with around here, just fast forwarding. if people wasn't on their business, if you weren't doing what you're supposed to do in your classroom, in the hallways, as a teacher, as an administrator, Lump was going to tell you about it. Lump would come storming downstairs to our offices telling us what such and such, and then I had to come to the side and say, now Lump, you're going to be hard on everybody else. When you get out of bounds, you need to be hard on yourself as well. But nonetheless, again, Jermaine has always demonstrated his ability to meet the challenge. And whatever barriers were set in front of him, he was always able to overcome them. And again, I know some things are going to be repeated, but again, this is my history with him. Some of us know some of the different things that he's been going through, but he never one time complained about it or used it as a crutch. Never. Never one time. He know he's really known in the building. Everybody will give a shirt, their last shirt or their last dollar to Lump if he asked, but he never did that. And he was always able to excel and do the things that was necessary for him to be successful. So I want to say, man, I'm very proud of you. It's been a pleasure working with you. And there's nothing you think is happening right now, man. You got so much other things to look forward to in the future. You have so many other things that coming down your alley, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay connected. You know we're here for you to the end, man. And we'll see you at the top.
When I met him. And just piggybacking off what people said before I got up here, Jermaine has never, like you would have never known the things that this young man was going through. And I'm going to say this, I've been caught on TV crying, so it's okay. Brown, you know, we tear up, it happens. I don't know, I just can't hold myself together this year. But anyway, I remember in 8th grade when we were coming over to Phillips. And Jermaine, I was a PE teacher. I used to be in class playing dodgeball. Jermaine would get hit in the head, glasses fall. He never complained. He got up, I want to get back in. Like, you straight, Jermaine? Yeah, I'm good, I'm okay. Never using anything to set himself up for failure. Not accepting it, not even fanning the idea that is going to set him back. And Jermaine, like I said, a couple times over the years, I was hurt a little bit because I'm like, man, I'm used to students coming to me and saying, man, Horton, I don't have this, I need this. And Jermaine would never do that. And he would still show up proud, happy, strong, going hard the entire time. But I remember in 8th grade, when it was time to select the school, Jermaine was one of our brightest kids. And so I went to Jermaine knows what story I'm about to tell. I said, so Jermaine, I'm trying to recruit kids for Phillips. And I said, Jermaine, so, I'm leaving, I'm going over to Phillips. What schools you got into? Jermaine is so prideful, and he's one of the brightest ones. He says, Whitney Young, King, Lindblom, Northside Prep. I said, Jermaine, wait a minute, Jermaine. You couldn't have gotten to all those schools. They don't let you get into one. And he said, okay, Horton, I'm coming to Phillips. And that, knowing, I made him feel like he was making a big decision, but I knew for us as a school to get a kid like Jermaine was a huge accomplishment. And by bringing in kids like Jermaine, there were other kids, quiet as kept, that we end up getting because we got a kid like Jermaine. And then Jermaine has paved the way. And brother, when I say most kids I can say I can relate to those experiences. I can't say I can relate to what you've been through. But I'll say this, your resiliency and your ability to just keep going. You at prom, boogieing, you're at the graduation, like I'm doing this, standing strong, that's going to carry you so much further in life. Material things don't move you. And I know that. But today, it's time for you to get rewarded for your work. And I want to say, Ms. Boyd, Mr. Brown, you guys did a hell of a job with putting this together for Jermaine. I know I'm a principal, but in all honesty, I didn't put this together. I just said, hell yeah, let's get it done. And I think it's a phenomenal opportunity. And everyone in here has provided love and support for you. And even, I don't know if you spoke to him about it, but AUSL will be coming in with some other things. Did you talk about Deidre? Okay. Well, you're going to be receiving a laptop from Ms. Deidre Campbell. And that's not the AUSL portion. That's from her and her husband. AUSL is going to be coming with some other things. And once again, when I talked to how Jermaine was a trendsetter to getting quality students here to Phillips, he was also a trendsetter because now Jermaine with all these things that's happening and how the families are rallying behind you, you've opened up doors for another 15 students to receive very similar support from AUSL, just like you. And I think that says a lot about who you are. You didn't ask for it. Whatever we asked you to do, you went above and beyond. And man, I love you, and I wish I could have, sometimes I kick myself in the butt. Brunson, we talk about it. I'm like, he didn't tell me. Man, damn, why you didn't tell me? I'm mad. I wanted to help him. But all in all, you stood up, you kept your head high, and that's what's going to help you make it in life. You're going to make it, we know. I may be asking for a job in a few years for you, man. Okay? So just keep working, and man, anything you need, you know how to find me. All right? I'm always there. All right.
He was just out there, but he was still connected with everyone. He showed me the rope, showed me what I actually need to do, and that meant a lot to me. So, I mean, I don't have anything big or like magical that I can do that compares to any of this stuff. But I mean, like you said, you're a son to him, you're a brother to him. Like you said, you're a son to him, you're a brother to him, and to me, you're a role model. So, I mean, thank you for everything and all the help you've done for me. So.
Congratulations. I'm going through a lot of struggles too. And I know what you're going through. Well, I don't know exactly what you're going through, but we have some of the pretty much of the same struggles. And so you've encouraged me to push myself more, to graduate on time for my class next year. So you've been a big encouragement to me. And just
That's okay, baby. It's all right.
for being a role model to me.
Hey, ladies. Somebody bother you to the ends of the earth. Some people copy to death by fire. Some people's going to go to the restaurant like Jermaine. Some people will bite you like Orlando, who's not here. You're going to miss us. And you're going to miss crazy girl.
You know what? I got it.
Man.
Yes.
I remember when I first met you, you look quirky or something, kind of like me. But you, like, you're actually a really cool guy. And I've learned since I've been here how people actually act. You're the only one that I know besides them two who has been real with me. And dude, you're like an older brother to me. It's like I have a younger brother and an older sister, but you're like a brother. You help me out, you give me advice, you're just there. You're a good friend, a really good role model, and you're like that. And dude, I love you.
Any final comments, testimony?
Your support, and even though I didn't know this was coming, I just thought to myself, like, even though everybody here says they have the support, I just felt like, with me being who I am, I just thought I would have to do everything on my own. Since I didn't have the support at home, and I thought that I had the support at the school, which I really did, and I didn't know that, I really now thank you guys so much for the support you have, because now I feel like I have a family, and it's not necessarily people that I am connected to family-wise, but I'm just grateful that you guys are here for me and know my struggles and know that you guys can help me whenever you want to. So I thank you very much.